Goa, where church bells blend with temple chants, faith often meets in the middle. This year, that connection is clear as All Souls Day and Tulsi Vivah fall on the same day, Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. In St Agnes Panaji, this coexistence is visible outside St Agnes Church Cemetery, where an ancient Tulsi Vrindavan stands as a silent witness to centuries of harmony.
हांव सांतिनेज रावता आनी आमच्या सांतिनेज सेमेट्री कडेन एक तुळस आहा तिजे आमी दर वर्सा प्रमाणे तिजे तुळशी ते कार्यक्रम करतात आनी थंय आमचे मयेकार जनरल स्टोर्स आनी बार पिंटो म्हणून आसा हे मेन अशे मनीस हे आमकां भरपूर थंय सपोर्ट करतात आनी आमी तेंच्या वांगडा मेळोन हो वार्षिक कार्यक्रम करता म्हणजे आतां म्हाका तरी याद ना आमच्या आजेच्या टायमाच्या पयलीं हे म्हणजे मोर दॅन 100 years पयलीं एकाच बरोबर रावन करता मेळोन रावता तितून आतां सांगपाचें म्हणटा तें कितें आहा आतां तेंचे ऑल सोल्स डे आसता तेन्ना ते तेंचो कार्यक्रम करता आनी ते सोंपतात आमचे तुळशीचें लगीन येता ते तितून आमकां हें करून आमी वेवस्थीत करता अशें हितून आमकां डिफरन्सीस कांयच ना.
आमी गोंयचे इतिहासीक किंवा हेरिटेज इतिहासीक आनी हेरिटेज दायज जें आसा तें आमी प्रोटेक्ट जावचे अशे प्रयत्न करतात. आतां सांतिनेज जी चर्च आसा त्या चर्चीच्या भायर फुटपाथाचेर एक तुलसी वृंदावन आसा, एक मॉन्युमेंट आसा. त्या मॉन्युमेंटाचेर फेसीस आसात. ती कोणाचे फेसीस वी डोंट नो. देर आर वेरियस थियरीज अबाउट इट. सो तो मॉन्युमेंट जो आसा आय फील is a beautiful example of communal harmony in Panjim. आणि पणजेन आमचे कम्युनल हार्मनीची एक हिस्ट्रीज आसा, एक हेरिटेज आसा. कारण इफ यू सी द दादा वैद्य रोड इन पणजी जाल्यार त्या दादा वैद्य रोडाचेर महालक्ष्मीचें देवूळ आसा. मातशें फुडें गेल्यार मस्जिद आसा, जामा मस्जिद, आनी ताजे फुडें चर्च आसा. सो एकाच रोडाचेर 3 स्ट्रक्चर्स आसा ऑफ 3 different religions. So I remember when I was passing to my school in Progress High School, I used to hear the bells of Mahalakshmi temple, the azan of Jama Masjid, and then the church bells, because our school was opposite the church. And हीच आमकां हार्मनी प्रिजर्व करपाची आसा. सो दिस पर्टिक्युलर जे तुळसी वृंदावन आसा, जे आतां वर्शीप करतात सांतिनेजचे लोक, that is a monument which actually is a beautiful monument with lot beautiful faces on it. So that needs to be preserved and protected, and it is preserved and protected. In between, when the smart city project was going on, there was some debris which was put on it and all. It was damaged. So we had a protest against it, and the media also supported it. You have supported it, and we could be successful in that. So what I feel is, it's a very beautiful symbol of communal harmony, because it is the church which is there. Church cemetery is there, and outside the church cemetery this monument exists, and it has been it is peacefully coexisting with the cemetery of the church, and this is a monument of Hindu reverence. So people celebrate Tulsi Vivah on and it is revered on the Tulsi Vivah day, because it is a Tulsi, that is the belief that it is Tulsi Vrindavan. And this year it is coinciding with All Souls Day. So here there will be celebration in the church, and here outside Hindu people will be celebrating Tulsi Vivah. So this is a very beautiful example of communal harmony. Having said that, I'll go into a little bit of history about it. Now, we don't know to which period it belongs to, but we definitely know that it is part of a temple, because in 1967, I'm told by one archaeologist who is retired now, he told me that they had, while digging a grave, somebody was dead and they were putting his body in the grave, laying his body in the grave, and that is the time this monument came out, and they found it. So it was reported to this particular archaeologist, and then it was not discarded or thrown anywhere. It was put outside on the footpath of the church, which is part of the precinct, church precinct. So to what age it belongs to, like during Kadamba period, there were temples in Panaji. we don't know whether it is that old, we don't know, but it is definitely part of a temple which was there, and it was found while digging a grave. So, and it has been existing peacefully over the years. Nonetheless, it has not led to any communal disharmony, and we as Penjimite, we revere such symbols of communal harmony and these historical heritage monuments of Penji.
I am Father Edmund Barreto, presently the parish priest of St Agnes Church Cemetery, Penji. Okay, and I'm in charge of the spiritual well-being of our people in this particular parish. In our Catholic faith, we have what we call many tenets of faith. Okay, our belief system. Of those many tenets of faith, one of them is, and a very significant one is, we call communion of saints, which means people who are living as well as dead. There is a communion, there's a union, a kind of a connection, a relationship between them. And that's why every year the Catholic Church in the month of November on the 1st celebrates the All Saints Day. That means we remember all the saints who are already gone to heaven, meaning those dead and gone to heaven. And on the 2nd of November, we celebrate what we call All Souls Day. That means we pray for the people who have departed and are on their way to heaven. They are not yet in the glorified state in heaven, but they are, because of some residue of sins, they need to be purified. So we have a belief system. There is a place called purgatory where they have to undergo a purification, and we pray. So those who are living on earth are also connected to those in heaven and those who are in purgatory. So we believe in this, and this is what we celebrate. And basically on 2nd of November, what we do is we commemorate, it is called the remembrance of the dead. We remember them lovingly as belonging to us. Even though they are dead and gone, they are not over, they are still with us. And secondly, we pray for them, especially those who are in need of our assistance, to be in heaven. This is the significance basically of the All Souls Day. In our parish, like in any other parish, we begin by announcing much in advance that we are going to have this day celebrated on 2nd of November, and then we tell them when are the masses. We also inform, we have already done that in our case also. We tell our people to go and cleanse the graves, prepare them in such a way that we give honor to our departed people. And on the day proper, that is on the 2nd, we will be having masses offered for the dead, both in the church, and there will be one mass that will be celebrated at around 7:30 on 2nd November in the cemetery, where a lot of people, all the loved ones, in order to honor and pray for their dead, they will be coming to the cemetery. So this preparation announcement is done in anticipation. On the day proper, we have these masses offered for them. As I said earlier, we believe in this communion that we have with our dear departed. Because they are dead, they are not gone. Life and connection or community or relationship with them is not over. We still continue to hold on to them, and we are someday going to be connected to them, be with them. See, all of us are on our journey. We are like pilgrims. Earth is not our permanent place. So to keep this connect, we also have to say, we have to pray for those who are already gone ahead of us, may have not reached to their glorified state, and they need our assistance. So first reason why we keep this day, and we should celebrate this day, especially as Catholics, and for that matter every one of us, is to pray for our needy souls so that they may go to heaven early if they haven't as yet reached. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is to remember them with love. They are dead, but they're still living, okay, in soul, dead in the body, but they remain in spiritual, they are still there. So we remember them. It's a memory of love. And the third thing also, when we have this day, it's also to remind us that someday we are also going to die, that life on earth is not a permanent thing. It's going to come to an end, and that's why we need to prepare ourselves also to that, so that we can join our dead in the glory of God. This is what I believe is what we like to convey to the people. So far, younger people are guided by their parents, because the parents pass on this truth of faith and this connection with the dear departed to their younger children. Uh, I believe most of the families and the young people have this understanding that we keep this day in commemoration of the dead, and we also pray for them, okay, and that we are also reminded that someday we are also going to die. But nowadays there are other things that are coming from the society. What I'm talking about, the social world, where commercial world, the things like Halloween and things like that, they are kind of misguiding, or kind of giving a wrong kind of understanding of this relationship that we need to have with our departed. The focus is taken from praying for them, remembering them, on other things of the world, like it is more like a trade of buying and selling things, promoting of tourism. This Halloween and all that means it is becoming more of a worldly thing, commercial thing, takes away the young people from the spiritual. Unfortunately, a lot of them so much are carried away by these things rather than focusing on the, and that is happening. It has been prevalent so much in the West, in Americas and Europe, but now it is coming in India, and even in Goa. I see a lot of Instagram channels and other social media channels are promoting this so-called commercial kind of celebration of the dead, which is nothing to do much with the real spiritual connect that we have to have with our departed. First of all, I must tell that there is a misconception that is there among us people, that as many religions are there, that many gods are there, which is not true, because there's only one God. All religion are the perspective of looking at that one God from a different perspective. Even Mahatma Gandhi so nicely said that in order to reach the mountaintop, there are so many ways. Finally, we reach the mountaintop. In the same way, different religions are the pathways to reach to the same one God, the Creator God, the loving Father. Okay. Now, if that is what we believe, and if we should believe, unlike the politicians use religion to divide us, religion should be there to unite us. And now, if it so happens that there are two communities, our Hindu brethren and we Catholics or Christians are celebrating two different celebrations. They are having the Tulsi Vivah, and we are having the commemoration of dead on the same day. Both have a common point, and that is a communion of the living or the divine and the human. Those who are dead and gone, they are already considered either with God or on the way to God. They are already spiritual, and we are still material, living spiritual though, but living in a material world. So there is a connect like that we celebrate on that day. So also our Hindu brethren in that festival, if I have understood it well, or slightest knowledge that I have, is a celebration where the wedding between Tulsi, and a celebration of divine and human coming together. Okay, I believe that there was a promise that was made, that Tulsi, that every year God would be having a kind of a ceremony of marriage, where there is that union and a relationship between the divine and the human is maintained and commemorated every year. So ours is also a commemoration of the living and the dead, or the divine and the human. And so also our Hindu brethren are doing something similar that day. That is a commemoration of God and human coming together. Okay, so if that is how it is, it should build our relationship with God and our relationship at the same time with other people. So it is a welcome thing that it happens to be that we are celebrating it on the same day. I believe we should feel good about it, that we two different community but are celebrating some kind of a common understanding of a relationship between divine and the human.
As Catholic prayers and Hindu celebrations quietly share the same space and the same spirit in St Agnes, it is a reminder that harmony doesn't need a slogan. It simply needs respect, continuity, and practice. On this day, Goa shows the world what coexistence truly looks like: steady, natural, and deeply human.